Real life and real life are like two different worlds, especially when it comes to wrestling champions. Here, we're all used to seeing them in the ring, but there's a whole other side to their lives that's just as interesting. Well, what's it like behind the scenes for these superstars? Hello everyone, in this episode, we're going to discuss the top 10 absolute facts about the wrestling legend who is none other than Triple H. So, come on, join us on this journey and let's uncover the real story behind the game. 10. Seeks Undertaker's advice. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's marriage is like the stuff of WWE legends. It's been one of the most powerful and, let's be honest, kind of controversial relationships in the history of the wrestling business. I mean, they're like the ultimate power couple in WWE. You're spot on when you say that it's always going to be controversial because, well, he pretty much married into the WWE dynasty. Stephanie is, after all, the daughter of Vince McMahon, the big boss himself, so you can't just wander into that kind of relationship without giving it some serious thought. Triple H knew what he was getting into, and he's been a major player in the WWE for years. These two have certainly left their mark on the WWE both in and outside the ring. 9. Shared the screen with Modern Family actress. WWE Studios ventured into the movies business, and it was fascinating to see some of our favorite wrestlers, superstars, stepping into leading roles on the big screen. One of these films was The Chaperone, where Triple H took the spotlight. It was like an action comedy that the whole family could enjoy. In the movie, Triple H plays an ex-convict who's been all about mending his relationship with his estranged father. And speaking about his daughter in the film, Ariel Winter played the role. You might remember her as Alex Dumpy from Modern Family, and it's always cool to see familiar faces from other parts of the entertaining world teaming up with wrestlers in these WWE Studios productions. Wrestling and Hollywood colliding, it's quite a combo. 8. Gym Manager. The documentary known as Thy Kingdom Come was a real eye-opener into Triple H's life and career. So the story goes that Triple H managed a gym back in the day when he was trying to break into the wrestling world. But what's interesting is how he got his foot in the door. He crossed paths with the former WWE star Ted Archidi at the gym. Certainly they were like workout buddies or something, and Archidi was kind of his connection to the wrestling world. Archidi introduced him to Walter Killer Kowalski, who was a legendary wrestler and trainer. That was sort of the start to Triple H's journey into the squared circle, thanks to his little help from his friends at the gym. It just goes to show that it's not what you know, but also who you know that can open doors in the wrestling business. Number 7. Lover of rock and roll. Triple H and his epic theme songs are like the soundtrack to his legendary career. What's interesting is that most of them are heavy on the rock genre, which fits his persona. The guy is a huge rock fan, and he's got a thing for bands like Motorhead and Metallica. He was even buddies with Lemmy from Motorhead in real life. I mean, how cool is that? Lemmy even performed live at a few WWE events, and their friendship added a whole new level of awesomeness to Triple H's character. And speaking of Triple H and rock music, he's got talent for incorporating it into events he runs. You could feel the rock and roll vibe at all those NXT TakeOver shows over the years. Plus his free time, you might catch him at a rock concert. The guy knows how to live it up both in and out of the ring. 6. Bodybuilding Book. You know, Triple H's friendship with Arnold Schwarzenegger is pretty awesome. And it's not just because they're both big names. These two share a deep love for health, fitness, and bodybuilding. It's like their common ground outside of their respective careers. Now, when you think of wrestlers writing books, you often expect to read about their lives in and out to the wrestling ring, right? But Triple H went a different route. In 2004, he dropped a book that's all about bodybuilding. It's not your typical wrestling memoir, but it makes sense when you consider his passion for the fitness and bodybuilding world. It's like a testament to his dedication to that industry, and it's a unique addition to the library of wrestler-written books. 5. Charity work. Triple H has some serious clout behind the scenes in WWE, and he's used it to make a difference in people's lives. One of the most significant things he's done is teaming up with Steven McMahon to create Connor's Cure. The charity is still going strong, and you can always spot the game rocking his Connor's Cure bracelet when he's doing anything WWE related, like interviews and public appearances. It's pretty cool that his involvement in this charity is about giving back and making a difference outside the squared circle. Don't show the heart behind the tough exterior, doesn't it? 4. Honored by Metal Hammer Magazine. There's this legendary magazine called Metal Hammer, all about heavy music, and in 2016 they honored Triple H with an award that's super special for any metalhead. It's called the Spirit of Lemmy Award, named after the rock icon Lemmy from Motorhead. Now, what makes this even cooler is that Triple H is a hardcore Motorhead fan, and he and Lemmy became pals. It's like a fan's dream come true, right? And Triple H doesn't just keep that friendship to himself. He brought Motorhead's music into the WWE scene, introducing it to a whole new generation of fans through wrestling. So getting an award in Lemmy's name was a perfect fit, especially considering the impact he had on the music and wrestling world. It's like a great nod to their friendship and Triple H's contribution to both music and wrestling. 3. Werewolf role in Robot Chicken. This show is like a crazy offbeat dark comedy roller coaster on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. It's been around forever, since 2005, and it's one of Seth Green's big contributions to the entertainment world. You know, they've had some serious high-profile guests on that show, and Triple H made his mark too. In Season 4, he played in an episode called The Dakotanator, and in this time, he took on the role of Wolfman in another episode titled Who is Booberry? It's all in good fun and just adds to the show's unusual charm. 2. Suffered from serious health issues. When NXT went through his transition to NXT 2.0, there was a noticeable absence of Triple H backstage. It turns out that it wasn't just about the changes in the show, he was dealing with life-threatening situations. A lot of people might not know this, but he went through some seriously tough times. The game had a major health scare when he suffered a heart issue with a blocked artery. It was a close call and took multiple surgeries to get things sorted out. It was a serious deal, and I think many fans might not realize just how close it was. 1. Acting career. Triple H, like many other wrestlers, had his fair share of opportunities to step into the world of acting during his wrestling career. It wasn't just WWE Studios movies, but also he got a shot at some other projects like Blade Trinity. He's been in a total of 8 movies throughout his career, which is something that might surprise a lot of people. Now, while he dabbled in acting, he eventually chose to focus on his wrestling career rather than going full on Hollywood. But during that period, he left his mark on the acting world. It's pretty cool to see how he explored different sides of entertainment beyond the ring. Thanks for watching the entire video. Now it's time to share your support for us by hitting the like, share, and subscribe buttons of this channel. See you in the next one.